In defining location types, you group locations with similar characteristics like authorized statuses, dimensions, and storage constraints within a site or warehouse. For example, you may have various workshop locations, quality control locations, and stock locations. Location types are used by all modules in processing stock when location management is active. For each site, you can define an unlimited number of locations. With storage constraints capability, you can define the characteristics of those locations. That includes internal, typically used for normal locations, dock, awaiting storage, usually for receiving, customer, used to manage loan of goods to specific customers, dedicated, used to products specific to a location, single product, where only one product can be stored at a time, capacity, a location defined to manage its contents based on capacity characteristics defined, replenishment, which is taken into account by the replenishment workbench, and subcontracting, used to manage subcontracting stock. And all the location types are governed by the authorized statuses, A for accepted, Q for quality control, and R for rejected, as well as substatuses. Now, when defining location types, you define a location ID. This is the location format for creating the actual location, which has to be in accordance with a defined scheme. A equals warehouse zone, B equals aisle, C for bay, D for shelf, E for subshelf 1, F for subshelf 2, and G for subshelf 3. Now, each letter is optional and can be repeated, but it is necessary to respect the alphabetical order. For example, A, B, B, C, C, D is made up of A for the warehouse zone, B, B for the aisle, C, C for the bay, and D for the shelf. And finally, you also can use a proposal sequence to automatically pick a place to put incoming receipts. For example, using format AA, B, CC, DD, with the actual location shown here, the proposal sequence, this would cause each new pallet to be stacked from the floor position R1 to the top position R4 before moving to the next bay. Moving to the next bay is shown from 4, put away to 5, put away above. Let's use what we've learned to create a new location type. To do that, let's go to Common Data, Product Tables, and Location Types function. You decided that you need to create a location type to store your BOMs or bill of materials. This is a type of location that will store your assembled products. Now before that, let's dig a little bit deeper in some of the options. Now you learned the different location categories. Let's dig a little bit deeper into one of these categories, and that is the capacity managed, which we've discussed earlier, that ensures a proposed quantity is not exceeded. Now, selecting capacity managed, you also have release mode options that are available to you here. 3 different options. There's immediate, which makes the location available for immediate receipt of stock. There's temporarily blocked to indicate that the location is free following an issue, but is not available for the next receipt until after a specific amount of time has passed. That time is entered at the time delay field. There's also block, which blocks receiving product into that location. To free it up, you need to unlock it manually. Now, under the information section, this allows you to be able to restrict weight, width, height, and depth. So when creating products, you have options to set their measurements that would block the product from being assigned if it does not fit. You also have options to be able to enter in the specific unit of measures, and also alternative types to be able to store at that location. On the Statistics tab, this allows you to view statistics information such as occupied locations, free locations, percentage occupied, and the last analyst and time. Now, this information is updated when running the location resynchronization function. Now, let's go ahead and create a location type. Now, in creating a new location type, we'll decide that it's going to be an internal category to only include a combination of or accepted statuses. Also, location format, you want it to just be warehouse and an aisle only. So let's go ahead and create new and enter in the site. Location type is going to be ASY or symbol, and we'll just say assembly and abbreviation. And then we're selecting internal, and also we're going to select the status of A asterisk to include all sub-statuses. And then our location format, which we entered here. We decided that the warehouse is going to have 3 characters, and the warehouse is A, as we discussed earlier, so we'll enter 3 A's. And aisle, use the character of B. We're going to have a 2-character aisle. So we enter 2 characters of BB. So that is our location format, and then we create. So now we've created our location type, and now you're ready to create your actual locations. And now you've learned how to define location types.